When I first met Joseph, I had heard a lot about hypnosis, and I'd even tried it once or twice. I bought some hypnosis CDs and I listened to them at night and never saw like a big, profound impact at all. But I thought it was kind of a cool idea, a cool concept. And when I met Joseph, he was telling me about all the cool things that he does, talked about his app and his courses and everything. And I was like, yeah, it's cool, but I don't think I'm willing to go invest that much time into something that's I mean, in all honesty, it was kind of a generic thing. And I told him that. And he said, well, if you want, he's like, I have a program where I actually can build a custom hypnosis app for you. And I was like, well, how does that work? And he said, well, basically, he's like, he gave me a questionnaire. He said, let me know all of your desires, all the things you want in your life, and then also let me know all the things you don't want in your life anymore. Let me know, all the struggles you have and all the things you want to accomplish. And he kind of gave me this thing to fill out. And he told me, he said, this is like a Christmas list. Like, you're basically going to tell me everything you want your subconscious mind to start doing in your life. And at first, I was kind of excited. I was like, this will be really, really cool. But then, honestly, I also had a lot of fear. In fact, I didn't send him the page, the form back for almost 6 weeks. For 6 weeks, I sat on it, I looked at it, and I was like, do I tell him what I really want in life, or do I kind of go surface level? And I was nervous or embarrassed. I didn't want him to know some of my issues, my problems. And finally, after about 6 months, I was sitting there one night. It was 2 or 3 in the morning, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be vulnerable. I'm just going to give Joseph everything, and I'm just going to let him do his magic. And so I filled out the entire form, made my Christmas list of everything that I could ever dream of and more. And then I sent it to him. And I was nervous, I was excited, and didn't really know what to expect. And a couple days later, Joseph messaged me back. He said, "Kay, I've got your gift. I got this thing for you." And I actually got it here on a little MP3 player with these headphones. And he said, every night when you go to bed, for the next 30 days at least, listen to this. So I put these headphones on and I fall asleep with them on. And I listen to Joseph. And it's crazy, like, so much cooler than I thought it was gonna be. At the very beginning, he's talking to me. Like, when you hear him say, Russell, he keeps saying my name, and he's talking to me. And he starts going through the things that I was struggling with. And it's cool as he's talking to my subconscious mind, and I'm seeing these things. Man, it was like the coolest thing, one of the coolest things I've ever experienced in my life. And what's cool is every single night now I go to bed with these on, and for about 30 to 40 minutes, I listen to Joseph. And most of the time I fall asleep, but it doesn't really matter. While I'm sleeping, he's speaking to my subconscious mind, reprogram it. So in the morning when I wake up, those things that I wanted to seem so distant suddenly become close and become attainable, and they become simple, which is like just crazy for me that even works the way it does. And it also came with one that gets me up every single morning. There's one that throughout the day, around lunchtime or so when I start getting down, I'll listen to it, and it about 15 minutes long, and instantly gets me back in state, back ready to take over the world. And honestly, it's one of the coolest things I've ever done for myself. Most things you buy, like you buy them and maybe use them once a month or once a year. This is something I use every single day. Like I can't imagine my life would be like without it. I can't imagine me getting the results I want in life, in business, in my family, in my spirituality, without Joseph helping to kind of clear out all the gunk, all the stuff that keeps me from achieving, and putting me on a path that makes it more simple. And I love it. In fact, I love it so much. This is kind of my, how excited I am. I'm doing this right now for my wife. She's going through it right now. She's filling out her form, and she's going through the same nervousness, but we're building out her Christmas list. And for my kids this year for Christmas, I'm getting one for every single one of my kids, and I'm having them fill out the form as well. And like, let them, like, what are their desires? Like, what do they want? I don't want my kids to be stuck. All of us get stuck in our own patterns, our own beliefs, like the own stories we tell us. That keep us from getting our dreams and our desires. And our subconscious mind is like this anchor that's holding us back. And if we can release that anchor, it can change everything. I know, like, it's happening for me. I'm seeing the results of this now, and I want that for my wife and my kids. I want my kids so that when they're going to school, like these subconscious things that are holding them back from being who I know that they are, the rock stars that I see them every single day, and I know they go to school and they're nervous and they have these fears and all those things. I want to release all those so when they're in school, they can be 100% who they are. And I'm excited. Like, I've been telling everybody I know about this. Most of my friends have got this now. Most of my family, I'm getting it for them as well. And I hopefully you can see the excitement that I have for this. I think it's one of the neatest things in the world. I think it's one of the greatest gifts you can possibly give to yourself or people you love. And if you haven't done it yet, get it. This will literally transform your life. It'll transform your business. It'll transform your marriage. It'll transform your relationship with God. It'll transform whatever it is that's important to you. And that's why it's so powerful. It's custom. It's exactly what you want, your wants, your dreams, your desires. And it's a track you plug in. It reprograms your mind every single night and gets you prepared for the next day. And so it has my full endorsement. I listen to this every day. The only other thing I do every single day is eat. And this is the other thing. So this is on the same level as food for me, and it should be for you as well.